Hello CNN, I'm Rob Feenie, Iron Chef Rob Feenie here at my Cactus Club Test Kitchen, and we're going to show you how to open oysters, because I know it's a little bit tricky for everyone, and since we're here on the West Coast we have lots of oysters. So on my little array in the top there, what I've done is I've selected two different sizes. One is kind of like not quite like a beach oyster, this is a Royal Miyagi, and then I've got a little bit of Cushy oyster. So I'm going to show you that both the small ones and the big ones, they're open exactly the same way, and then I'm going to show you a very classic garnish to go with it. So a couple of quick things is presentation side, we're going to get to it. I've got a little bit of crushed ice I'm going to put them on, a really good idea, especially with oysters because they need to be kept chilled when you're eating them raw. Or another way to serve them is you can use a little bit of sea salt, but I think if you have a little crushed ice at home it's a little bit better just because I think it keeps them chilled. So most important thing is in terms of when you're getting the oysters, make sure when you purchase them. I prefer to eat oysters in the colder months, so it's sort of September, October, November, December, January, even February. The latter months, it's not that I stick away from them. I think it's probably better to just eat them in a bit of a colder season. So these are, prime just out of the water actually within the last few days. So they're going to be quite tight on the hinge, and the hinge is located, if you can imagine a door hinge, the hinge is right there, right? So essentially what you want to do is a couple things. There are gloves you can buy in a lot of your kitchen specialty stores. You can buy a little bit of a glove just because you want to make sure that the last thing you want to do is go into the hinge and don't go any further. So just as a safety note, what I've done is I've got a little cutting board, then I have my cloth. What we want to do is just open the cloth a bit. We'll take one of the smaller Cushy oysters, put it in a cloth, wrap it around so that the cloth is kind of protecting your hand. Take this in, go into the hinge, and just go a little bit deep and then go down and lift up. And when you lift up, you go all the way along the top because you're going to release it. Okay. Once you've released it, what you do is just take a smaller knife. I got a little smaller oyster shucking knife here, and you want to go on the bottom because don't forget, people normally want to eat, when you eat these raw, they're taking them right out of the shell. Okay, so once we do that, you just put them on the ice, and I'll show you with the bigger one it's the same thing. So we got this Royal Miyagi oyster, so it's the same idea. You want to take the cloth, come around the top. And here I've got a bit of a, this is a bit better for you at home. I got a smaller one that I have. This is good for me, but I think if you can find something bigger, it'll give you a little bit more pull. It's like having a chef knife with a big handle. It'll give you a little bit more of a, I guess, a good feel of the hinge. So same thing, you want to go in, find the hinge, and just slowly lift it up. Okay, and then when you lift it up, just go down again the top. And with the bigger oysters, what you'll find is that towards the end, because you get the muscle hitting the very top of the shell, is it might pull a bit, but you just be gentle, just go down. Make sure you don't lose any of the juice because that's the most important thing. Okay, and then again, you just go underneath the bottom to release it from the muscle. Okay, and then once that's done, again, you just put it down. I'll just show you one more, and then I'm going to show you a quick vinaigrette. So we'll go back to the larger one because I think the smaller ones are a bit easier. Okay, same thing. Cover yourself around. Okay, and then just go down and lift up. Okay, and then we just go down. You see what I meant? Sometimes they might crack like that, but don't panic. So all you want to do is just go straight to the back, release it, because all that's doing is just the top shell pulling on it. Okay, then we'll take it. We'll just pull the bottom around like that. Okay, we'll put them on the top. Okay, now I'm going to show you a very classic vinaigrette or dressing to make with this. This is something normally you'll find if you've ever been to the streets of Paris and you're having oysters. This is very common. We're going to take a little bit of red wine vinegar. Very acidic. We're going to take some black peppercorns, okay, quite a few. This is just, you can just freshly ground, and we're going to take a nice little shallot, just cut it in half, and just mince it. And this is what's called, I'm going to take the other one. This is what's called mignonette in French. It's like a nice classic sort of garnish because you got sort of the acidity, and then you've got the shallots, right? So we just take the shallots. Cut them ever so they have to be, like I said, you're looking for more of the vinaigrette because you want that sharp sort of flavor to the oyster. You can try them just as there is, or you just take this minute, and like you said, there's no real, this is basically red wine to the black peppercorns and a little bit of the shallots. You just take that, it goes on top of the oyster, and this is like one of many different things you can do. And then of course, how much I've shown you the vinaigrette, if people at home want to keep it real simple in terms of flavor, just take lemon and just put a couple wedges of lemon around the outside. If you want spice, you can put heat, you can put, there's various garnishes. So I've showed you the basic way to do this, and you can take it home and have fun and make whatever kind of vinaigrette you want to make. Enjoy.